guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. Specifically, welcome back to the Fancy Lady living room. You guys, we're back in the old location. I'm so excited for a multitude of reasons. The most important, obviously, being that my trusty assistant, Alf, is now able to be in my lap again, where he belongs. Sawing a log. Just being the best possible boy that he could be. If you're new here, this is Alphonse. He is my dog, obviously, and he's a pug and he's cute, and he is attached to my hips. So I just let him hang out whenever I film, specifically home fragrance content, because for some reason he loves to hang out. So anyway, it's Saturday. You totally just snotted on my face, buddy, but that's fine. It's Saturday, which means that it's time to talk all things wax. So candles, wax melts, what I was crocking, what I was lamping. And I'm excited about this week's video because, yeah, we're back here. I finally put the Christmas tree away. I ended up having to do it myself because Craig was just like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll get to it tomorrow. Well, tomorrow never came, and it was January 31st, and I just thought to myself, all right, I'm going to have to do this on my own. And just like I suspected, I did almost like break something in this room while attempting to take the tree down, but I did it on my own, so I know that I can do it. I just thought it'd be easier if he could do it because he's taller, and it's a 9-foot tree. Anyway, I'm a smart lady. I figured it out on my own. So, before we get into the video, per usual, be sure to check out the description box down below. Lots of information down there. There's links to everything that is currently still available that I'm showing here. There's information on candle sales for the weekend. There are discount codes if you are interested in saving either 15% with HomeWorx or with Kringle. I'll put my discount code down below. But yeah, she's a plethora of information. Feel free to check that out. I will also link my, all of my current, at least the ones that have been uploaded, current candle collection and wax melt collection videos that I filmed in the last couple of weeks. So far I have done HomeWorx, Scentsy, and Bath & Body Works. And I like to do these videos at the start of every year, and I know several of you were asking if I was going to be showing my updated candle collections, and yes, I am in the process of doing that. So the ones that are currently up, I will link in the description box down below. I do already have the random collection filmed. I just need to get it uploaded to YouTube. That should be out this next week. And then I do still have to film the Kringle one, and then that'll be it. So I'm really proud of my progress so far this year. So if you are also on a use it up type of mission when it comes to your home fragrance, or not even necessarily use it up, but like just an enjoy it mission, that's what I'm doing. I'm just enjoying all of my stuff. Definitely take a look at those videos. Like, I feel like it is very motivating to watch videos like that if you are also trying to achieve that particular goal, because I know how hard it is to commit to using things up that maybe you in your head have put like restrictions on those things, like, oh, you can't use it's not a special enough day to light that candle. Yes, every day is special. Light the candle. Wear the fancy perfume, use the expensive dishes. I mean, why else do you have this stuff? Like, you just pass it down to your kids. Spoiler alert, most kids end up not wanting their parents' stuff. It's really sad, but it's the truth. So anyway, let's talk about what I am currently having, what I'm currently enjoying in terms of candles that are lit. Sorry, this guy is trying really hard to get comfortable. So we're actually gonna just get started right here, and then I will take you through and show you what I have in all of the Crocs that I'm using right now and underneath the lamps that I currently am utilizing. Behind me here is Kringle Reserve California Cab, which is the first grape scent that I have ever really truly enjoyed from any company. I'm just not like a grape person in general when it comes to fragrances, I think. But that California Cab is so unique and authentic in terms of like this Concord grape note that I smell in there, that it just, like, you can't help but enjoy it. So anyway, That's the California cab, and now I'm gonna take you through the other areas of the house and we'll discuss what else is currently happening in terms of home fragrance. In the dining room, I am burning the last, I would say, third. I'm really sad she's coming to a close, but the last little bit of my Bath & Body Works Crimson Velvet from the, I believe it was called the Intrigue and Opulence collection back in the day. I do have one more of these left. If you saw my Bath & Body Works candle collection, you know that I had one more that I'm planning on saving until next January, because honestly, this was like a fantastic scent for the month of January, which typically for me is it's an odd time for candles because I just never know really what scent to go with. But I went with a lot more perfumey scents this year, slightly more masculine fragrances, and I really, really enjoyed that. So anyway, I'm sad to see this one go, but I'm also kind of happy and excited to see it go because it means that I am making more progress with whittling down my candle collection, and that feels great. And what's fantastic about that is that it provides me the opportunity to then more easily be able to purchase new candles to be able to review without like feeling guilty about, you know, having this massive candle collection. Which has been a massive source of guilt for me for quite some time. So anyway, this is what is going in my dining room right now. This is the candle lamp that I have in my office right next to my computer. And this week I have been warming HomeWorx Coastal Sands in 8-hour melting sessions, essentially every single day. I will say the Coastal Sands, I don't know if this is just like overflowing with like fragrance oils or something, but the iced sugar cookie that you're going to see in the kitchen here in the next clip is definitely waning on the fragrance at this point in the week. But the Coastal Sands still smells as strong today as when I first put it out. I think I actually put it out this past Sunday, and I'm filming this on Friday. So 8-hour melting sessions each day this week, and it is still, like I said, as strong on Friday today as it was on Sunday when I first lit up for the first session. So this particular candle lamp is from Hestia. I will go ahead and link it in the description box down below as well. It has been a great performer for me. I purchased the replacement bulbs for these lamps, by the way, on Amazon. You will want to make sure with each, you know, lamp that you buy from, you know, whatever company, that you double check the wattage. But yeah, I just buy a box of like 6 replacement bulbs from Amazon. The bulbs last a really long time in these, so I think I've only had to replace one of my bulbs in one of my lamps so far. And I use them like quite frequently. So, but anyway, if you're wondering about where to get the bulbs, it's easy enough to order them on Amazon. So, but yeah, this Coastal Sands, you guys, she's got a lot of fragrance oils. So I really like this scent. It actually did a great job in terms of performance when I was burning it, but I was just looking to pop, you know, a candle underneath a lamp and saw this one, thought the label was pretty, and just grabbed it and shoved it under there, and man, it has been performing like a champ. I can smell this out into the entryway. Again, I've had to be a little bit more careful about what I am melting and burning in some of the other areas of the house, just to make sure it coordinates with what I'm melting underneath this lamp here this week. Because it's been quite potent. So not to the point where, you know, I feel like it's choking me out or anything, but it's definitely giving me like a solid medium performance, and that is without having a flame lit at all. So anyway, that is what is underneath the lamp in my office. This is the candle lamp that I keep in my kitchen. This is just kind of a weird little nook area between our refrigerator and our microwave and oven wall unit thing. And for some reason, this little nook right here does the best job of projecting the fragrance of any candle that I put underneath this lamp out into the room really quite well. So this is a HomeWorx iced sugar cookie, and this was quite light when I burned it. Honestly, I'm smelling it better now that I'm melting it than the first one I had that I lit up. So anyway, it just goes to show you sometimes certain fragrances just perform better when they're melted than when they're lit. This is why I always tell people that if you are able to purchase a candle crock and a candle lamp, it's a really great way to get some life out of candles that maybe otherwise you wouldn't really get much out of. So you're obviously losing some of that ambiance in terms of the flame, but you know, this is nice in terms of just a little like lamp in a corner or something. I actually really like having these lamps in my kitchen. I've kind of moved them around my countertop area throughout the last couple of years, but this nook here is like the perfect location. And I do want to just show you really quickly by zooming in a little bit that all of this wax, this top layer of wax, is completely liquefied. I'm just going to shake this ever so slightly so that you can see that wax moving around there. So those of you that have asked me in the past if this particular candle lamp will melt the entire surface of a HomeWorx candle, the answer is yes, it does. Now, I do move the shade quite close to the top of the candle, but it's still up enough to allow the fragrance to be able to escape. I could actually move this shade up just a little bit further, but it's fine. So I've just always kind of left it in this position here, and it's been great. But I do think that since this wax has kind of been melting for the bulk of this week, that at this point, after doing multiple 8-hour melting sessions, you know, several days in a row, that I'm ready to pour off this top layer of liquefied wax. Some people like to use cotton balls to do this. I just pour it off. I mean, it's easy enough to lay down paper towels in case there's any spillage, but I like to reuse the wax as fire starters for our outdoor fireplace. If you're curious about how I do that, please watch the video that's linked in the description box down below. That'll kind of explain how I do that. But anyway, let's move on to the candle crock in the laundry room. All right, forgive any shakiness in this little video clip here. I'm having to like hold the camera over the candle crock. This is my beloved medallion candle crock. I have 2 of these. No, these are no longer available, and no, I don't understand why Candle Warmers doesn't like re-release this one. Isn't it beautiful? Honestly, it is, I think, one of the prettiest ones, but just the plain white and the ivory one that I have linked down below they're just as nice. So, and quality is exactly the same. So I've had this crock for years, and in here, you can see there's just a little bit of wax in the bottom of that Bath & Body Works beloved vanilla cedar wood. So I could have continued to burn it. It actually had a really great burn quality. I recently did a little candle chat series about some of the older candles in my collection that I finally decided to burn, and then, you know, as a little closure for myself, I reviewed them. But vanilla cedar wood was one of those fragrances, and it's so lovely. I think I'm getting a little bit more life out of this in terms of being able to enjoy the fragrance longer by popping it into my candle crock. There really would have only been like maybe 1 more burn left in this, but I popped this in here a couple days ago, and I do leave my Crocs on 24/7. So yeah, I've just been enjoying this, and this particular scent is quite potent. I can tell you that it's traveling out of this laundry room, out into the hallway, back into the dining room, and even like around the corner into the kitchen. So I've had to be a little careful about the candles and stuff that I've been burning this week in those areas, because this really is quite potent when it's been melting. But anyway, that is it for what I am utilizing underneath my lamps and in my Crocs. The other Crocs in the upstairs of the house did not have anything in them this week. And we're back. What else was I burning and melting this week? Okay, so I'm just gonna start grabbing. I only lit this one once because she's quite potent, and I feel like this is one that I'm gonna get into just a little bit more probably in March and April, because it's quite a potent floral. It's quite a potent rose. This is Kringle Reserve Midnight Rose. This one I think is still available. If you love a really beautiful, authentic rose, you should check this one out. It's a little bit perfumey, I will say, but it's lovely. This is, I mean, as far as rose scents go, which really aren't like my favorite in terms of home fragrance. It's funny because I love rose in like personal fragrance. So for perfumes, body sprays, I love rose, but it's not necessarily my favorite when it comes to just a straight up rose for like home fragrance. But this is, it's nice. It is really nice. It'll definitely be a one and done for me, but you floral people, I think you're really gonna enjoy this one. Silk Sheets was lit a couple times this week as well. I still have to review the last of these recent reserve candles. Those reviews should be up within the next week or so as well. By the way, I did check in with Kringle to both encourage and ask about a restock for some of our favorites. So sweet cream, sprinkled macarons, jelly donut, and the information that I got back from my contact was there are more restocks coming very soon. Now, we are definitely like all pushing that the restocks are substantial. We need substantial restocks, Kringle, because everybody wants these candles, but nobody can get them. Everybody wants these too because they're so good. I want more of these too. They're so good, you guys. Like, and every single candle from this recent reserve drop has been so amazing in terms of the performance. Just so good. What are you doing? Where are you going? You're gonna snot in my face again? He's so cute. So this week I have kind of been limping these two along because I only have one of this and one of this, and I love them. I also want to enjoy these. You're gonna pull my shirt down, buddy. Don't do that. Buddy, you're killing me. I want to enjoy these throughout the month of February. So yeah, and I am more than halfway through with both of these. So I know February is a slightly shorter month, but still, I would like more. They're so good, you guys. I finished this. Oh, you guys. The knit sweaters. This was part of the Kringle, what was that called? The winter collection. And I'll show you here. This one wick, I mean, they burned down to the wick clips. There is well, I would say a decent amount of wax left in here. I could probably pop this into one of my candle Crocs and get a couple days of fragrance out of this, but I'm not really gonna do that. You can see it burned down to the wick clips, so this candle extinguished itself. I was burning this in the downstairs powder room that we have here, and it was almost too strong for that particular room, but it's such a nice bathroom scent. Not that I think you have to put this one in the bathroom, but I really enjoyed it in the bathroom. I think this would also be a great bedroom scent, but if you want like a cozy cashmere sweater type fragrance, I would really recommend checking this one out. I know a lot of people utilize scents like this throughout, you know, February and March as well. So yeah, I think she's still available. I'm pretty sure she is. I also finished, oh, you guys, I finished the Peppered Plum. She's gone. She's gone. There she is. By the way, so I think this was actually a repackage of smoked berries and incense, which once someone mentioned that, it totally jogged my memory, and I was like, oh, smoked berries, and I love smoked berries and incense. That whole Intrigue and Opulence collection, which was the name of that collection, it was not the Moroccan collection. I kept calling it that for some reason when I was talking about the Crimson Velvet, but it was actually the Intrigue and Opulence, which still I think is, well, it's a very fancy name, right? I thought it was a silly name back in the day for the collection, but anyway, moral of the story is I think this is a repackage of that actually, which explains why I like this so much. It's just really a lovely scent. It's very perfumey. I don't know, I want to wear this. I want to wear it. I want it in a perfume. All right, let's discuss some HomeWorx. So I finally lit up my Happy New Year, which I thought this would be a great one for the month of February. And since we're in February, here she is. The label feels a little... I kind of almost want to peel the label off because I'm done with like the New Year vibe. Once January is gone, I want nothing to do with like New Year packaging, I guess. So I might actually just take this label off because it's a nice white wax, right? Like it'll just look pretty on its own, but I guess I could turn it around. But then it still looks like fireworks. Then it makes me think 4th of July. And I hate the 4th of July. I mean, it's a great celebration, you know, America, whatever. My dogs hate the 4th of July. They hate fireworks. I just wish the fireworks weren't a thing. I used to love them as a kid, but now as a grown-up that I realize like how much, you know, damage comes from fireworks, I'm just like very anti-fireworks. Penny especially, she has a panic attack every year. It's a freaking nightmare. I have to like medicate the crap out of my poor dog. This guy is just overwhelmed because she's overwhelmed. It's a total poop show. I'm in the closet, like under the covers with the dogs. It's such a mess. Anyway, this is a really fruity scent. Ripe red fruits, peach nectar, creamy vanilla, and sugar cane. So it's kind of a nice sweet scent for the month of February. So, okay, I finished a vanilla bean macaron. I love this one. It's so good. I still have, I think, 1 or 2 more. I will be burning another one of these during the month of February because on top of like sweeter scents, I also like going back to my usual gourmands, and this is a good basic vanilla gourmand that blends well with whatever else I am burning around the house. So that's nice. This was another one that I thought would be great to save for the month of February. This is HomeWorx Let's Toast. This is sparkling Prosecco, crisp apple, pineapple, and raspberry puree. It's quite potent for being a 3-wick from HomeWorx. I have had this one in the kitchen this week, and it fills the entire kitchen and it fills the entire family room, which normally that's not the type of performance that I get from a HomeWorx 3-wick, but this one right here, for whatever reason, is super powerful. So I also love this black hobnail glass. This is definitely like this is like my daughter's vibe right now. She's gonna be 12 this month. She's a moody preteen. Anyway, she likes this black hobnail, so I'm gonna clean this out for her and she can put some trinkets. She's probably gonna put like hair things in here or something, but yeah. I love reutilizing these HomeWorx containers. They're just so pretty, especially the hobnail. I'm really excited to review this one for you guys. I only have one complaint about it. This is the new HomeWorx Blueberry Violet Tart. I ordered this from QVC. I wanted it so badly. I wasn't even gonna wait for it to come to HomeWorx.shop because I wasn't sure how long it was gonna take, and so I ordered it from Q, which sucks because I had to get it in a set of 2. And normally I would give my friend Fiona the other one, but she also ordered it from QVC. Well, like we didn't communicate. So anyway, she got a set of 2, I got a set of 2. But I'm glad now because, oh my gosh, I love this scent. This is so good. I do have beef about one thing with this. Maybe you can see that thing. These wicks, they're not awful. They're not like absolutely atrocious, but they are like the thinner leaning wicks where you definitely kind of really have to watch them. I'm willing to do it, but I will say to me so far with this one right here, the performance that I've gotten has been really great in terms of strength and throw, like really good. So, and it's just a really unique, interesting, delicious scent. Anyway, in-depth review on this one coming shortly. And then this one here, the ScentWorks Iced Blueberry Pie. So this was actually a gift from my friend Fiona. She picked one of these up for me at Kohl's last year. And I've gotten a really great performance out of this. You know that in the past, I have not been the biggest fan of ScentWorks because they're 3 wicks, they're smaller. While there have been some delicious scents, I haven't personally found the performance of ScentWorks to be like as, you know, as potent as the HomeWorx candles, even in like their somewhat declined state right now. But this is so strong. It's so strong and it's delicious. I think this is probably my favorite ScentWorx fragrance that I've come across. And it's like a really great combo of the farm stand blueberry and the blueberry cheesecake. That's what I think this is like a little combo of. It's so good. It's absolutely delightful. So anyway, I'm gonna keep enjoying that. Yeah, fruity things are also what I'm craving in February right now. All right, you guys, let's talk some wax. First of all, I did get a small Scentsy order this week, just a small one. And I picked up this little collection here. This, I don't remember the name of the collection. Some kind of, I think it's like a Valentine's or spring collection. I don't know. I don't sell Scentsy. I buy it from my friend Lisa. Anyway, I Pick You, Perfectly Cute, and Simply Zest, which is really hard for me to say, which is why I said it so slowly. Okay, so I have the Perfectly Cute going around a few of my warmers in the downstairs right now. Listen, normally for me, pear is only a fall thing. Like, if you, in fact, when Lisa told me that there was a springtime pear scent coming, I was like, no thanks. And she was like, no, no, no. I've had a little whiff of it. It's a springtime pear. And I was like, it's not, you can't make pear spring. Yes, you can. And they did it. They made this a springtime pear. I don't know how, but like you can very distinctly smell like a very sweet, almost, I would say, like is it Bartlett? Or am I thinking of some other pear? Maybe Anjou pear. Maybe it's more of like an Anjou pear, but very sweet, very ripe. And then there's also almost like a candied aspect to this as well. Like a really intense, sweet, almost like sweet tart type of scent. You know, like sweet tarts, which are so, I love sweet tarts, man. And then a touch of like, a little bit of like a perfume as well, I feel like. It's so good. This is so good. It's almost there, you guys. It's almost club worthy. This is so good. But you know what I think I actually like more, and I haven't even melted it yet, but I'm going to. This Simply the Zest, not Simply Zest, Simply the Zest. Listen, if you just want the freshest little citrus combo with the perfect amount of sweetness to it, you have to get your nose into this. I smell lemon. I smell a touch of a really nice pink grapefruit. Maybe the tiniest bit of like lime juice as well. Maybe a little bit of like a clementine. Like some, yeah, clementine I feel like is. And again, just like the perfect amount of sugar to go over top of all of those. This is so good. This is the best fresh citrus scent. And I love it. And I need to warm it because I do need to figure out whether I really want to put this one in my club. And I just dropped wax residue all over my dog. He'll be fine. We'll give him a little bath. So good. I'm telling you, check it out. Now, the one that I guess I could maybe like give or take, it's nice. It's nice. The I Pick You. This one's kind of interesting. This one has a little bit of a currant vibe to it. Like currants, the, you know, the little berry. Currants aren't my favorite, but it's interesting. It's definitely an interesting scent. I'm gonna enjoy this one here for sure. It's not one that I think would be hoard worthy for me, but these other two, this Perfectly Cute and this Simply the Zest, if you can get your hands on these, you really should. All right. I pulled out this holiday brick and warmed most of it with the exception of one. This was more towards like the beginning part of this week here, the Forever Flannel. Really, this to me is not much of like a holiday scent, which is why I didn't utilize it during the holidays. But it is a really nice scent for, again, end of January or just January as a whole into like February for sure. Has a nice touch of sweetness for being like one of those flannel, more like cashmere type scents. I like this one. I mean, I'm definitely glad I got like a brick of it, but it's not something that I would need to club for myself. But yeah, that's nice. Anyway, if you're looking for something, that's an interesting one. I finished up the Velvet Moon, which was nice. A little bit of lavender in this. It wasn't my favorite, but you know, I had it. So also I did get the Perfectly Cute scent pods as well, because I have one of these like scent blower things next to our back door. So good, I'm telling you. We actually had friends over on Thursday night, and when they walked in and out of like the house, we hang out in our backyard a lot because we have a covered patio out there, and we had a fire going and stuff, so we were all hanging out outside. And anytime anyone came in to like, you know, grab food or use their bathroom or something, they were just like, what is that smell? It smells so freaking good. It was this. It was the Perfectly Cute. It's so good, you guys. Yeah, and that's it. It was a lot of flannel and then some pear at the end of this week. The flannel lasted quite a few days. I definitely had this going for at least Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday pretty easily. So, and I had it in all of my warmers like throughout the house, and I was using these full cubes. These bricks were a little bit different, like because they had like different sizes. I feel like these were a little bit smaller than the usual like brick chunks. So I didn't feel like I had to cut them up. So I was just putting these whole chunks into my warmers, and it was great. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. Let me know what you were burning and melting this week. I have an exciting little collab coming at you tomorrow, so make sure that you're subscribed. And Alf and I will definitely see you in next week's weekly home fragrance roundup. Right, Alf? Oh, he's over it. All right, he's gotta go. All right, you guys, have a great rest of your weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo!